everyone, welcome to Sara's Stories. We are doing the 17 SDG stories, and today we are going on the 4th SDG, which is quality education. Now, before we go on to the next SDG and the story, I would like to know from you in the comment section below how you're finding this series so far. And I request you, if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, please do so, and you'll get notifications of my upcoming videos. So moving on to the story of quality education. Once upon a time, there was a girl who lived in the slums. Her name was Poonam. She used to work very hard and she used to take care of all her sisters and do all the household chores because her mother was a widow. So she used to help her mother in everything. One day, a new girls' school opened in her neighborhood and Poonam was very excited at what was coming up. So her mother said that this is a new girls' school and look, there goes the principal. So every day Poonam made it a point to go and wish the principal, "Good morning, madam." And the principal said, "Oh, what's your name?" And Poonam said, "I'm Poonam." And she tried speaking the best English she could. And the principal was quite impressed. So she would say, "Good morning, Poonam," every single day. When Poonam would go out to fill water at the community tap, the principal would invariably cross and say, "Good morning, Poonam," and both of them would wish each other. And Poonam would go back home. Now one day what happened was that the school received a notice that the principal could choose any one girl who was deserving of education and did not get access to it. The trustees would pay for her on a scholarship. So the principal decided, "Oh, Poonam would be a wonderful idea. Let me go and talk to her mother." And the principal went and spoke to Poonam's mother. Poonam's mom was very happy that her daughter was getting a chance at education because last year Poonam had to quit her education and she was quite upset. So Poonam rejoined school again, and when she went there, the environment was completely different. Poonam had an old uniform, an old bag, second-hand books, and everybody was not very friendly. Every month, when Poonam stood first in class, the principal would get her little gifts, and all the girls in the class were very upset. Poonam's birthday was coming up, and all the girls saw it on the calendar. And they said, "Look, Poonam's birthday is coming. Poonam is going to treat us to chocolates." And another girl sniggered and said, "Maybe she'll treat us to dry rotis and vegetables because that's all she brings in her tiffin." As she said that, the principal overheard the comment, and she went to the class and gathered all the girls and said, "This weekend I have a homework for you. All of you will go to Poonam's house one by one." And she named all the girls. At 6 o'clock one girl would go, at 6:30 another one would go, at 7 o'clock another girl would go, and like that, at half an hour intervals from 6 a.m. in the morning to 10 p.m. at night, the girls would go and see what Poonam was doing and would report it on Monday. The girls thought it was a very funny homework, but then when they assembled on Monday, they saw that everybody had something different to note. At 6:30, Poonam was helping her mother clean the kitchen early in the morning. At 6:30, she was washing the clothes. At 7 o'clock, she was helping her sisters dress up. At 7:30, she was helping her mother make tea. At 7:30, she was sweeping the house. At 8, she was playing with her sisters. And it went so on and so forth. And finally at night, at 10 p.m., she was sitting under the street light and studying. So the principal said, "Now you see that Poonam can't really afford chocolates and why she actually brings dry rotis and vegetables in her tiffin." And the girls understood. They said, "Oh, we've been mean to Poonam. How can we make it up?" The principal was very happy that her plan had worked. Now, a new direction was to be shown. The principal said that 15th March, Poonam's birthday, is the last day of school. So you're going to have the class party. Why not have it as Poonam's birthday party? And the girls loved the idea so much and they began to plan. "I'll bring the cake, I'll bring the banners, I'll bring the candles, I'll bring the decorations," and everybody was very happy. The principal loved how the plan was coming together. Now finally, On 15th March, when Poonam walked into her class, she said, "Oh, my birthday, but nobody's going to remember it." And then she walked in, and all the girls were busy setting up the class. And one of them called, "Hey Poonam, why don't you help me make this decoration? And why don't you help me blow the balloons?" And Poonam was very happy because first time she was included in a class activity. So she said, "Of course, why not?" And she began to help wherever she was asked. Finally, when everything was ready, only the Happy Birthday Poonam banner was to be put up. Another girl took Poonam, "Let's go to the washroom and wash our hands." Poonam was very happy she was going to do something girly finally. And she went with her to the washroom, and when she came back, she was in for a surprise because a very big banner, "Happy Birthday Poonam," had been put up, a cake was ready, and everybody was singing "Happy Birthday Poonam," and everyone was ready to cut her cake. And they asked Poonam to come ahead and cut the cake. And Poonam went. She didn't know what was happening. She was so happy. She went and she cut the cake, and she said, "Wow, this is an unforgettable birthday." So the title of the story is The Unforgettable Birthday. It is from Tinkle Digest. And why I shared this was because when you study in a school environment, it's not just that we're studying academically. It's not just the studies we're doing from textbooks and writing exams. Holistic education also has things like teamwork, recognizing classmates with all their weaknesses, with all their strengths, and accepting them. And therefore, it teaches some very important values in life. So I do hope you've liked this story. I really liked it when I read it first. And stay tuned to my channel because tomorrow we're coming up with the next SDG. So I do hope you're going to watch that video. And if you haven't subscribed again, you can subscribe to my channel, and you can also visit my website, which is www.saras-stories.in. And I'll see you tomorrow.